Emmanuel Macron's tough guy stance on Brexit is not just due to his personality but part of his political project, unearthed reports claim. Last week, France warned Britain it is not intimidated by the numerous threats of a no-deal Brexit. The country's new Europe minister Clement Beaune vowed that French President Emmanuel Macron will be intransigent over his demands for full access to UK waters in the future. In his first public comments on the negotiations since being appointed on Sunday, he told France Inter Radio, "We will not accept a deal at any price. Better no deal at all than a bad deal." Mr. Beaune, who has been the French president's closest advisor on Brexit for the past 3 years, said Paris would rather bail out coastal communities than accept the UK's current demands. He said, "Let's not kid ourselves. If there is no deal, it will be a difficult issue. We'll have to organise a response for sectors like fisheries. Support our fishermen financially. We're not there yet." Mr. Beaune's comments are no surprise, though, as ever since Britain left the EU, the French president has adopted an intransigent attitude towards the UK. For example, in April 2018, Mr. Macron was the only EU leader who refused former Prime Minister Theresa May a much longer Brexit extension. According to journalist Angelique Chrysofis, his tough guy stance is partly down to the French president's personality, but the move is also political. Ms. Chrysofis wrote, "The 41-year-old, who stood for president without ever having run an election campaign then promised a grand plan to reform the European Union, is known for his impatience. He wants action. He likes to be center stage. What really lies behind Macron's tough line is that Brexit is becoming a political problem in France. His grand plan to overhaul the EU, from the Eurozone to Schengen, is already complicated enough to deliver, with little consensus in other capitals on a joint future project. Time is slipping away and a never-ending Brexit hogging the agenda would limit Macron's ability to achieve any part of it." Christian Lecain, a professor at Paris's Sciences Po, added, "First, there's the question of temperament. Macron is someone of a certain impatience, which is different to Germany's Angela Merkel, who likes to allow time for things to take shape. But the most important issue is that Macron has a political project for Europe, so he's already thinking beyond the European elections.